Good morning. Welcome to Thailand. Few blackouts yesterday, but thankfully not while I was telegramming members of footballtradingprofits.com. Let's have a look at the standout matches yesterday and some lessons as well in playing second legs. Shakhtar Donetsk being a prime example. Quite clearly the better of the two teams against Ilves, but with a 6-0 lead from the first leg, Shakhtar Donetsk can bring out their grandmothers, stick them playing, give them a kickabout, and they don't need to win. 6-0. What was the score today? 0-0. Häcken against Trnava. This is one where you trust the market, because had you trusted the market in this particular case, you'd have been with the Swedes and got yourself an equalising trade. Cluj against Pax. A gentle reminder to you, in this Cluj match, 1.3 favourite. The odds should have a relationship with the score. 1.3 and lower. That's what you're expecting. 3-0, 3-1, any other home score. You're going to see that a lot this new season. The vast majority of 1.3 favourites and lower are going to follow this pattern. At least a goal before half-time. 3-0, 3-1, any other home score. Watch out for that this season. In the Conference League, Daugavpils, the mighty Daugavpils, as they're known, from Latvia, and Vilaznia. Bit unlucky this one. Had this 2-2 targeted because, again, playing the second leg, first leg score, the next goal at 2-2 could have produced the team to go through. So that 2-2 was vulnerable, but I didn't get involved early enough. I do tend to get these 2-2s, called Desmonds in the trade. Do tend to get them late on. Dilagori, second consecutive lay the draw we've had, second half. Second consecutive time I've had the telephone waiting to telegram you and say, oh, well, look, we've got it. Look, it's 0-0. They don't need to win. They're 2-1 up from the first leg. That's the negative. But look at the stats. 23 shots, 10 on target, 6 off. The stats were even more impressive for my stats feed. So this is just a flavour. And with these amount of shots, block shots, 4 shots in the box, I like, is a good stat if they have it. But they don't have it on this occasion. So I did say lay the draw second half, because when you've laid the draw in a red-carded match and the 11 players score the next goal, the draw odds are guaranteed to get almost double figures. And, 91st minute drama, stick him on your Christmas card list, those of you who laid the draw. Second consecutive one. I don't like waiting 87th minute and 90th minute for the goals, particularly in a red-carded match. But I would have taken the hit because, quite frankly, Dilagori did not need to win. They were 2-1 up, playing 10 men. They could have played out a 0-0. But thankfully for us, Dilagori got that goal that the in-play stats suggested they would get. And that was the key to yesterday. In-play stats in these second legs. Santa Coloma against Borac Banja Luka. Why? Well, Borac Banja Luka 1.13 favourites in the first leg. And why did they lose 1-4? Not suspicious or anything. Second leg, 0-0 at half-time. I did give members of Football Trading Profits the potential to go for an over 2.5 goal play. Because Borac Banja Luka, playing against 10 men, need 3 goals to get back on parity and take this to extra time. So close, 0-2. But I thought that was a well thought out play. Maybe we should have gone for correct score, thinking about it. 0-2, 1-2, 0-3, something like that. Or 0-2, 0-3, assuming the Andorrans with a player less wouldn't score. Punic Yerevan and Trefiore. Again, a gentle reminder to you here about the relationship between odds and scoreline. When I see something like this, 1.08, 1.05, I tend to tell you to go any 3 scorelines between 5-0 and 9-0, or even 4-0 and 9-0. Choose any 3. You're expecting a win to 0. That's what 1.05 says. So off you go. you're going to get far better odds than you'll ever get backing at 1.05, that's for sure. And a reminder to you again, short odds equal goals. 1.27 Pader, 3-0, 3-1, any other home score. That one ended 4-1. The last one, Vikingur Reykjavik. Again, a gentle reminder to you, red card in tow. 1.22, 8-0 result there. So that would have been covered by any other home score. The best way to create value out of that is if it's 0-0 after 15 minutes. And looking at the Euros, well done to England. But the Swedes, yet again, I showed you that pattern yesterday in the research, scoring at least 2 goals before half-time, regardless of the opponent. Don't forget, they've played against Germany as well, a top ranked side. Yet again yesterday, scoring 2 goals. That would have been your angle in had I been awake. Very late start for me, 2 a.m. that one. Had I been awake for this. And that Blackstenius keeps popping up into the goal-scoring charts. And off we go. Bring them on. Did we get Letitia playing from Guernsey? Don't think we did. Had Letitia been playing, it would have never been 2-0. Bronze getting the first goal. Fantastic stuff. In the 79th minute, we had to wait. Ag Yamang making it 2-2 for England. And Agiman red carded, yellow carded. Not for taking her shirt off, surely. Extra time, and off we go. Bring on Letitia, I say. No, she wasn't there. And it went to penalties. Oh dear, squeaky bum time. 2 missed penalties. Oh boy. 3 consecutive missed penalties from England. Oh my goodness. They're not very good at taking penalties, these ladies, that's for sure. But they should be playing for Turku because they're not good at taking penalties either. I've still not got over that one. Cost me a shekel or 2, that one. So, great result for England. Had you gone with the tournament form, you would have been all over that, both teams to score and over 2.5 goals. Had you gone with the head-to-head, you would have been a little concerned because that was 0-0, that recent head-to-head. Let's have a look at today, and it's a great sign that the leagues are fleshing out, and it's a great sign that we are heading towards the elite leagues and some real quality, readable football week in and week out. So going through today, I have actually done some bare research for members of footballtradingprofits.com just for these newly begun leagues. So Pardubice and Poulsen. What I do with the research is I look at last season. That's your only angle in. Last season, head-to-heads and today's market. Today's market is a 1.33 favourite Poulsen, and they should get the job done. I think they scored 2 goals twice against Pardubice in head-to-heads. But I have done the research for members, and I keep that with members. Viborg and Copenhagen. Now, this is interesting. Viborg, unbeaten in the 2 head-to-heads last season. 5.5 outsiders in the opening day against Copenhagen. Or it's the opening day or the second match, I'm not sure. But we're very early in the Danish Super League. It's a league to follow. That's why I've mentioned these leagues today. Danish First Division, Hoverdovre are a team to follow. Playing at home today, 1.57. Where Hoverdovre go, trades seem to follow. They were a side I latched onto last season in the Danish First Division, which is a league best attacked via goals. It is a real goal fest league, the Danish First Division. But Hoverdovre were a standout side last season. Very readable matches. Hopefully that will continue this season. I do like latching on to specific teams who show specific trading patterns, but they only unearth during the first 2 months of the season. Hoverdovre was a standout. We got the Euros today. Spanish ladies against the Swiss ladies, and the Spanish ladies are the number 3 in the world. The Swiss, I'm afraid, they're going to have holes in their defence. It's going to be a look away if you're a Swiss fan from behind the sofa. Let's look at the goal-scoring Spanish ladies. 5, 6, 3. Ka-ching. Wow. 3 goals against Spain, against Italy, ladies, is real intent given the defensive bias of the Italians. But that is 11 plus 3, 14 goals in 3 matches. Now, we saw yesterday, by looking at the patterns for the 3 matches, albeit the group stages, we did get that pattern with England and Sweden, that we would get goals and we would get Sweden scoring before half-time. With that in mind, have a look at Spain. How many goals have they been scoring before half-time? Well, how about 4 against the pork and cheese? Let's have a look against Belgium, ladies. 2 against the Belgian ladies, but 3 in total. So we've got 2 consecutive Spanish ladies matches which have been over 2.5 goals in the first half. Against Italy, we've got the 2 goals. And again, note the time. Second goal, 14th minute, would have been a good angle for first half goals, 2.5 trading. So if you think the Spanish ladies are going to turn up like this, well, the market does 1.1 and off you go. Compare that with the Swiss ladies who, Lord knows how they're here, because they lost to Norway 2-1. They drew 1-1 with Finland, and they beat Iceland 2-0. Now, if you look at the rankings of those 3 teams compared to the world number 3, and I think the Swiss are in a whole heap of bother. 7-1 in 2023 for the Spanish ladies. Did they score before half-time? 2 goals before half-time. Again, the second goal, 11th minute. So that could be my potential angle into that Spanish ladies match today to get some value. First half goals, 2.5. The odds are going to be even higher if you can wait 10 minutes. Or if we can get 10 minutes at 0-0 in a 1.1 the favourite match with an average of, nearly 5 goals a game in the last 3. So we're expecting fun and games from the Swiss ladies at 8. Really good angle. Oh, bloody penalties again. Into Turku are back. My favourite team. They are scoring again, but of course the only match they've failed to score in is the only damn match I laid the draw in second half. And the only match the absolute tool missed a penalty in. I'm not bitter. It's probably been a week or 2 since I've played. I do think I need counselling to let this match go. But they are scoring now into Turku. They are unbeaten this season. They are a really good prospect today away. But of course, if I play and lay that draw second half, it's going to end 0-0. So watch out. If I trade, I'll let you know, because it's going to go the other way with these clowns at Inter Turku. There is no Irish Premier Division and Irish First Division football today, but there is the Irish Cup. And we've seen with the Scottish Cup that it is good. And we've seen with the Irish Cup itself as well. I think we've had some earlier Irish Cup matches. It is a good trading match. Trading competition, sorry. Particularly when you've got gaps in leagues, which I like to see. Bray against Wayside Celtic, 1.13 at home. 1.07 Drogs against Crumlin. So we're going to have some very, I think, potentially tradable matches. Galway against Tolka, 1.03. You saw that 1.05 yesterday. That 5 or 6 goal haul. That's what we're expecting of Galway today against Tolka. Kerry against Athlone. I don't know if Kerry are up for a cup run, but they are in the best form that they've been in the Irish First Division for quite a while. They've actually put together a really solid run relative to last season. 1.01 Bohemians are playing Killester Donecarney. Good luck to Killester Donecarney today. 1.01 Bohemians. Don't forget, 1.01 Boca Juniors drew 1-1 with Auckland Warriors. I think you have to lay that 1.01 right at the off. Got to. Boca Juniors, Auckland City, anybody? Don't say it doesn't happen. Lots of shorties in the cup. Derry City away at Treaty United. That's interesting to see Derry City such strong favourites, because Treaty United are no mugs. But is this the market doing its homework? Treaty United not up for a cup run, playing a weakened side, maybe hit by illness. But there's no way that Treaty United should be 12 outsiders at all. So that's a fascinating one against Derry City. Waterford very strong against St Moctors, 1.18. And Shamrock Rovers against Wexford, 1.09. Plenty of readability, or apparent readability via the odds. in the Irish Cup. It's a very tradable competition, as has been the Scottish Cup and the other cup matches we've had early season. Surprisingly so as well. Sarpsborg against Rosenborg, it's 2.4, the favourite. And why am I not playing this one? We've got gaps in form. Let me just show you them. Only 2 defeats for Sarpsborg, but they've only played one of the top 9 at home. That, to me, can be the only reason why it's 2.4, the favourite. If you've had only 2 defeats all season, then you're a pretty solid side. But that said, obviously, only 2 defeats all season is coming outside of the top 9 at home, isn't it? So they're meeting a top 6 side today. That's the market's caution with Sarpsborg. 2.4, the favourite, is a don't be a hero odds. Okay, the market's already telling you it's an incredibly difficult match to read. Don't be a hero, man. Once a new season starts, you're going to be seeing a lot of 2.4, the favourite matches, some of which I won't actually research because rather inevitably, my conclusion is it's unreadable. Polish Ekstraklasa continues. Jagiellonia Białystok are playing at home to, looks like a new side at Turku, and Lech Poznan are playing Cracovia. Jagiellonia should really be eyeing the win here. It's very early in the Ekstraklasa season, so we've only got last season's form to work off. A couple of angles for you with Jagiellonia, but they're very tenuous angles. Don't forget, you don't have any form at the start of the season. Jagiellonia third last season in a very tight title race, so they're going to be keen, particularly against a newly promoted side like Turku, to get the job done. The market's not too keen either. It's newly promoted. We could see that enthusiasm playing against a big gun where they could outperform themselves. But Jagiellonia might have an angle in. If you look at their form against bottom sides, they did score 1, 2 plus goals, or had 2 plus goals in total before half time in each of those matches. Again, I repeat, I don't have any form. Okay, this is all based on conjecture on last year. So that's the problem we face in the opening day of the season. It should be a watching brief, really. Lech Poznan and Cracovia, let's take a look. 4 defeats in 7 matches away against the top 8 last season for Cracovia, and they're playing one of them today. That, if that form carries on through to 2025-2026, Cracovia are going to be in a spot of bother. Lech Poznan only 2 defeats at home last season. Both teams did score in those. Gives us an idea that they could equalise if Cracovia score first. But caveat, caveat, caveat. This is the first day of the season. We don't have any form. Or it's the second day of the season. Okay. Similar story in the Polish First Division. This is a league worth following. It's not a league to ponder too much over, but we've got 2 1.7 favourites at home. Eminently readable, apart from the names of the teams, which are eminently unreadable if you're watching the video. KS, Week, Zista, Krakow. I thought I did quite well there. Romanian Super League as well is worth having on your roster. Hermannstadt against Mega Globus Bucharest. I think Mega Globus, one of the Fantastic Four, wasn't he? Or I'm getting that mixed up with the Marvels. I'm not sure. But Mega Globus Bucharest are newly promoted. Let's take a quick look at Hermannstadt. 1-1 season opener for Hermannstadt. Indeed, Mega Globus Bucharest are newly promoted. Hermannstadt, 8th last season. Ended the season very, very strongly with only 2 defeats in 10 matches. Now, can they... That could be down to having a new manager put in, that kind of thing, to see a change like that. Is that momentum going to stand through at the beginning of this season? 1-1 in their opener. I think Mega Globus Bucharest lost their opener 1-2. So, or maybe that's, I'm getting that mixed up with Arges. They lost their opener. So I'm expecting Hermannstadt to do something here today. University Craiova against Arges. Let's get to that one. I think Arges lost 1-2 in their opener, didn't they? Yes, it's not Hermannstadt who were third last season. I'm getting it mixed up. It's Craiova who were third last season. Really solid as well. But their opening match of the season. How about this for an absolute shambles? Are they modelling themselves on Manchester United, this University Craiova side? Look at this. Let's go from the start to the end. University Craiova, off we go. 0-1, 0-2 at half time, penalty. Well, Great start for University Craiova this match, opening day of the season. 0-3, Ivan. Fantastic stuff. Make some substitutions now you're 0-3 up. No worries at all. Great start to the season for University Craiova. Hang on a sec. 81st minute, the wheels are starting falling off. Penalty. 1-3. La la la. 92nd minute, we get a substitution. 94th minute, Pospelov makes it 2-3. Squeaky bum time for University Craiova. 113th minute of extra time. A Roman makes it 3-3. The referee was obviously on the score draw. So sloppy first match. Now we have a context moving into today's match. It makes today's match against Arges, who lost their opener to Rapid Bucharest, at home, which is a marker for a poor performance today. So we've got a green light now. The manager's going to be fuming with this Romanian side, University Craiova. He's going to be expecting them to get the win today. So that's a really good angle in, isn't it? A sloppy 3-3 after leading 0-3. They got goals. So I'm expecting a lot of Hermannstadt and University Craiova today. Arges, they look troubled if you're losing 2-0 in your opener. Have a great day today. It is my day off. It's umming and ahhing about whether to do a live stream tomorrow because it's such a compelling coupon. Again, we've got the Scottish Cup. We've got these new leagues beginning. It would be a great introduction to you into these leagues. Even though we might not have any trading angles just yet, I could show you how to trade just with the in-play stats this early season and based on last season's form. We've got France against Germany in the Euro ladies. Again, it's been a very tradable or readable competition. We've got the FAI Cup continuing. Norwegian Elite Serien tomorrow. Polish Ekstraklasa continues. Rakau, one of the title contenders, are away from home to Katowice. Polish First Division and the Romanian Super League. Scottish League Cup is going to flesh out the coupon with 16 matches. And again, you've seen how tradable that's been. So it's a very, very good Saturday tomorrow. Swedish Allsvenskan as well. Some of the big guns are out. Malmo. GAIS have had a really good season. Djurgården wouldn't back them with stolen money. And the Superettan as well. Goalfest. So it's an excellent Saturday. Have a great day today. It is my day off, but I never say never. If I am up for these early kickoffs at 4 p.m. in particular into Turku, my favourite team in the world, I will be passing on trades on Telegram to members of footballtradingprofits.com. Have a great day, and please, if you are watching this video and you're watching it to the end, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. It will help us immensely keep all of the costs down. If we can monetize the YouTube channel, it takes the pressure off increasing any subscription fees. So it benefits you in the long term. Please do subscribe to the channel. Need to hit 500 subs. Help me do it, and I'll help you make some money. Have a great day.